So could you please start your introduction from yourself? My name is Mahesh.
15 minutes I'm taking you out.
I'm just working as IT welder.
I live at 415.
My family consists of 4 members. My name is Bhargav. My family consists of 4 members. Ad engineer.
Tiffin for people and as well as here.
My family consists of 4 members. My name is Gopi. I'm just working as a hardware technician. My family consists of 4 members. My name is Krishna. I'm just working as a HSBC executive. I'm just working as a HSBC executive. My family consists of 3 members. The respondent is working in a capitalist finance. So very nice, good to hear all from you. So could you please tell me at what time you'll just start your work? What are your activities?
It's a very famous sweet shop. We live in half a kilometer.
My job timings will be 8:30 to 5 and other respondent 9 to 6
Some sweets for
and the other respondent 6:30 to 3:30. Morning 5 to 11, evening 4 to 9 and the other respondents 8 to 5. So if you get free time, what you will do? How you will spend your time? WhatsApp, Facebook, being on social media. Mostly we'll be watching YouTube movies. We'll go with friends watching movies in theaters. We'll go for outskirts like a ride. We have a beach, right? So we'll just go to the beach and we'll have chat with friends. So these are the free time activities of you. Okay. Today this discussion is about the telecom industry. If I say this discussion is going to be about the telecom industry, so will it be an interesting topic or not? Yes, obviously it will be an interesting topic. So could you please let me what are the handset that you're carrying? I'm using Samsung J2 Pro. It's a dual SIM. Airtel. Other one is also Airtel. The dual SIM, both SIMs are Airtel. The other respondent says I'm using MI4. I'm using Airtel Idea connections. The other respondent is using Samsung J7. Airtel Vodafone. The other respondent is using Oppo F3. I'm using the both Airtel SIM cards. The other respondent says that I'm using Samsung J7, Airtel and Uninor. The other respondent is using Samsung, Airtel and Idea connections. So now we are using Airtel and Idea, right? Which is the most important connection that you are holding? Airtel. The other respondent Airtel. So I am using both Airtel SIM cards, so Airtel only is the most. Airtel is the main network. So you're all of the prepaid holders? Yes. Where you'll recharge? Paytm will be online Paytm, so we'll go for the recharge. Shops, the other respondent both shops and Paytm. The other respondent shop. So other response is what is availability. I'll just go through that. Most of the members goes for the Paytm itself. So in a month, how much you'll spend on your recharge? 250 to 300 rupees. 300 rupees. 300 rupees. So all of them will spend around 300 rupees for the monthly recharge. Okay, you have done the 300 rupees recharge. We will be having the net pack, and there will be a tariff cutter. So there will be a tariff cutter, net balance and main balance. So I'll just go for the tariff cutter, main balance and net pack. SMS pack. SMS pack also will be going for the recharge. Sometimes we'll go for the full talk time offers also. There will be some full talk time offers also. We'll go sometimes for that. So how are you going to get recharge? We'll go for the 111 talk time. 111 talk time. If once it got completed, again we'll go for the 111 talk time. And sometimes we'll be getting there will be some SMS packs also, like we'll be getting 250 to 300 SMS for recharging 70 rupees. We'll be going for that SMS pack also. So how many connections that you have, are you aware of? There will be 11 type of connections. You're asking for the companies or network? Like I'm just asking about the types of connection. How many types of connections? Only two. The type of connections are only prepaid and postpaid. So as per you, in the prepaid also you are having 2 to 3 different types. Only one type of prepaid. Even in the prepaid, do you have any 2 to 3 types or only one type? We will be having the bundle packs. Bundle packs in prepaid. There will be full talk time, special offers, special recharge offers, bundle packs, full talk time packs and messages packs, full talk. So who is the competitor of Airtel? Jio. Yes, Jio is getting the competitor as for the Airtel. Have you seen any time the Jio plans? Yes, we have seen. What are the plans available in Jio? Bundle, we will be having a bundle pack of 3 months pack. Yes, they are providing a bundle pack of 3 months in Jio. What they are providing? Unlimited talk time, unlimited talk time, unlimited messages, unlimited GPRS service. It's a bundle pack for 3 months. Roaming free. There will be a roaming free. Unlimited talk time, unlimited SMS, unlimited GPRS, roaming free. For 3 months they will be providing. How much it's chargeable? $460 something. We think it's around 460 rupees. If you recharge with 460 rupees, you will be getting a 3 months of bundle pack.
With you by tomorrow morning, you will receive it.
unlimited messages, talk time, unlimited GPRS, roaming free. All these things you'll get by paying only 460 rupees, that too in Jio.
Maybe by end of the day.
You will just call it as a 3 months bundle pack. This is a one type.
And say around 8 or 9, not before that, because I'm already traveling.
For example, we will just imagine it as a A. We will just take A type. So is there will be any B type? So now what you have told is for 460 rupees. We'll just imagine for some time it's a plan A type. So will there any other B type plan? Any Vodafone Idea, whatever. Is there any other type in prepaid? So other B type.
So even if we plan for 8th and 9th or 9th.
B type is nothing like you have to go for the separate recharge, separate SMS, separate GPRS, separate talk time, whatever. You have to go for the separate GPRS. It is a B type. The A type you told that for 460 you're getting all, but the B type you have to go for the separate recharges.
Today's phone. So you need final debrief.
So now we are using the B type only because for the talk time we will be going for the particular 311, and for SMS also we are using a separate pack, and for the GPRS also we are using separate pack. Now we are all in the B type only.
What we are planning, Antra, that
Yes.
we will give you 2 groups of users and 1 group of intended. That's what our plan is. But since the dates are too close,
Hereafter, just imagine there is no B type in the market. There is no separate pack for SMS, there is no separate GPRS pack, there is no talk to. From tomorrow in the market, hereafter, there is no B type pack
so I was actually
plan. There will be only A plan. There will be only type A.
maybe this weekend we can plan for things.
You will be getting with a particular amount, you will get all.
But anyway, if I do it say by Wednesday or Thursday,
Unlimited offer plus particular budget of SMS, all will get you as a bundle.
you report by Friday, by any which ways.
How do you feel? We feel like unnecessarily unnecessarily we are paying more. Investment is being more. So if you think if tomorrow in the market if you only plan A, what do you feel? If there is no
Able to give you anyway before
If-
Monday or Tuesday.
usage is less, then it is waste of recharging these kind of plan A.
If the field work happens before that.
If tomorrow it's going to launch a plan A, no need to go for the separate packs. You just recharge once, you just get all these benefits. So how do you feel?
Okay.
Is it not necessary, right? Unnecessarily we are paying for network.
So what I will do, Antra, that I have already done the research according to
It will be useful only for the people who want to talk around 24 hours. Mostly the people who will be on mobile itself. For those kind of people only it will be very useful, but not the people for like us.
And tomorrow.
So we feel like we are expensive is more and we are spending unnecessarily without no usage.
आज मिल जाएगा आपको. So कल आप डिस्कस करके फिर जैसे भी है आप मुझे.
So this is the initial opinion which you have given to me.
ठीक है.
Okay, now I have explained you how is the type B and how is the type A. So suppose to express your feelings, now I am just going to give you some words. I have written some words. Now I'll just give you those words. Just read carefully and just pick 2 words. Like you have to think that these 2 words is about my feeling on the plan A. So in that way you have to think and you have to choose 2 words from that list. For the plan A, which you're getting as a bundle, I mean SMS, net, everything in a single recharge. So this is our plan A, right? So just keep it in mind and just read all the words carefully and just please pick 2 words and just let me know your feeling about that. So now we have read all the words, right? Just what is your feeling about the plan A? So just pick 2 words from that and just let me know what is your feeling. So tell me your word: suffering, contempt. The other respondent is despair, anger, despair and anger. Rejection, disappointment. Worried, annoyance. Worried, annoyance.
This is the last set of users, not the Jews.
Contempt,
These are not Jews.
Confirm.
suffering.
And using multiple each.
Despair, sadness. Sadness. Despair, sadness. So these are the words you have chosen. Good. So I would like to take the common point which got from most of them. Worried. Why you have choose worried? Why do you feel like that? Why are you getting worried? I will be using only Facebook and WhatsApp. For only those 2 applications, there is no use of recharging with the 4 some bundle pack, right? I'll be using only WhatsApp and Facebook. So the usage also is very less. So I have to go for the long budget recharge. So the recharge should be as per my usage. There is only 400 MB or 500 MB is enough for me. So why should I go for the high budget? So I felt that it is not useful to me. So that is the reason I chose Worried, because I am paying money, right? So I don't like, because I have to pay money for that. So that is the reason I dislike. So that is the reason I am worried about that. Unnecessarily spending more on that, the thing which I am not using more. So that makes me to get worried. So another word is annoyance. Why you will be very annoyed? So other word you have used is content. Rejection. See, mostly I'll be using for my mobile for the calling. So it's waste of unnecessary recharge, right? Because my most of the usage will be only on calls. So why I have to keep the more budget on the other SMS, net, all these things, because these are the apps which I won't use. The most usage will be only on the calls. So I felt it's waste of putting money. So then what do you feel after seeing this? So only when I use only for the calls, the other three options, SMS, roaming and this internet packs, these are waste, right? So that is the reason I am suffering, I felt. So you have used the word suffering, right? So if I am just getting only these kind of offers, surely I'll just migrate to the other network immediately, because net is not compulsory to us. If I don't want also, I can go for the other normal packs. If only I'm just having only this kind of recharge in this particular network which I'm using, then obviously I'll just migrate immediately to the other network, because I'm not interested in that. When in the thing I'm not interested, I have to put money. Because the mobile data I'll be using, but it's only limited. But when you're launching this kind of plan AB, it's a compulsory. Even though you should use, you may use or you may not use, but you have to go for a recharge, right? So it's a waste of these kind of packs. So then I'll just go to the other network. So other respondent says that I'll be browsing the government jobs, I'll be using YouTube, I'll be watching videos and movies in YouTube. So obviously it will be very useful for me. So other respondent says that already I'm just using Wi-Fi, I'm just paying for Wi-Fi. So again, why I have to go for this kind of recharge? Because I have to pay for Wi-Fi, and again along with that I have to pay for this kind of recharge also. It's a waste of money, right? So that is the reason I just rejected this. So you have used the word suffering. Why do you feel that you're suffering? I am a hardware technician, so obviously I should have internet source. But it's not like high usage, because mostly I'll be having on calls itself, because I'll be using mobile data, but it will be only limited 200 to 400 MB. So why for that I have to keep this much of budget? So it's waste of time. So when we are getting this bundle of budget, it's unnecessary to me. Now most of the friends also, when you're going to meet your friends or when you're going to chat with your friends, the people who are having their internet connection also, they also will provide Wi-Fi connection. You can use Wi-Fi from your friends also. So why you have to go for these kind of packs?
What was I saying?
She's just explaining to
What
what.
were they saying earlier? Do you remember? No, it's okay.
So there is no. Do you feel that there is no any advantage in this bundle pack?
They haven't seen the
See,
plan.
most of the people who spend their time on this GPRS service, the people only they will be having.
Want to understand as a bundle.
What is the main advantage of this bundle pack?
Scientific.
We'll just discuss only the advantages. We can get relaxed for 3 months. There will be unlimited calls. No need to recharge monthly. So for 3 months we can get relaxed. We will not have any intention about that we have to go to the shop and we have to recharge. So unlimited calls for 3 months. Okay, we'll talk about the disadvantages later, but just let me know about the advantages first. Is there any advantages about the 3 months period? For 3 months we can get relaxed and we'll having unlimited offer, no need to bother about the balance.
उनको लग रहा है बंदर
Then what do you feel?
3 महीने का है.
1 महीने का भी है, 3 महीने का भी है. उनको लग रहा है कि bundles are for 3 months.
Still any other advantages that you feel?
But we should know ना कि क्यों लग रहा है ऐसा कि bundle है for 3 months.
हाँ वो उसमें पूछा ही है.
Advantages means the people who uses mostly mobile, who will use mostly internet services, for those kind of people only it will be useful. Okay, it will be useful. I'm just asking about you the advantage. You told the word 3 months relax. 3 months relaxation. What is it? In the middle of the period, no need to go for the recharge, easy recharge. No need to go for the shop. If suddenly the call got disconnected in the midnight also, there will be no recharge problem, because as being an unlimited talk time offer for 3 months, so we can talk to anyone, we can call. So these people are having an idea of the bundle means it's a 3 months. These people in all the mind, the bundle pack means. So that is the word they are thinking, like bundle means it's only 3 months, not a 1 month or 2 months. Bundle means they are having only that intention in the mind. So bundle pack means unlimited talk time, unlimited SMS, unlimited GPRS. So that these all things comes on a bundle. That bundle period also will be around 3 months. That is the thought that they have. So now we are going for a separate recharge. Now we are talking about the B type.
Can you confirm which user profile is this?
हाँ just confirm.
Now we are talking about the B type. So what do you feel about the B type, like separate recharges? See, we will not talk for hours and hours, right? So wherever, if you are calling, for example, friend, where are you means I'm just in particular place. Okay, then I'll just call you back. So we will talk only for 2 to 3 minutes with this kind of conversation, right? So we will not. Now we are in plan B, like we will not keep on talking for 24 hours. So whenever it's need or necessary, then only we'll just give a call to friend or anyone.
जियो का है ऐसा कोई bundle जो 3 months के लिए है?
जियो के bundle 3 महीने के लिए. वो normally
So
just
if you feel it's necessity, you'll just go and get recharge. If not, if there is no usage, but the advantage in the plan B is whenever you want, you can go recharge.
Internet पे.
And completely we can utilize.
they have 20 days also, they have 84 days also.
Yes. In bundle package we can't do in that way. But in the plan B we can, if you are going with some plan for 10 to 15 days, we will try to utilize that in plan B. So we will see the limited talk time also. We will be talking in the limited period only. But in the bundle pack it will not happen in that way. see, if you are getting a bundle pack, our entire focus will be on the mobile phone only. Like, we got this pack, the usage will get waste. We have to use, or else the data will get wasted. It will not get added in the next month. So we will have this intention and will be mostly focusing on mobile. But if we are going through plan B, we will not have this kind of intention, right? So whenever we need, whenever we feel necessity, then we can go for the recharge, we can use, or else we no need to get recharge. So what are the disadvantages of plan B? Sudden recharge is not possible. For example, in the midnight the call got disconnected, but I have to continue the conversation. So at that time the sudden recharge will not be available. So that is the most disadvantage in plan B, in type B. So is there any other disadvantage in type B? This is the main disadvantage. Sudden recharge will not be available. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to show you the other plan. Just read carefully and just let me know your opinion on that after reading this. So the moderator is showing the other plan to the respondents. So in this mention you have the daily 1 GB plan, right? But mostly we will not use daily 1 GB, right? Because I'll be using only WhatsApp, Facebook. So this 1 GB will be enough for me more than 15 days. The 99 rupees. I feel better in the whole list. I feel 99 rupees pack. 1 GB internet is sufficient for me for 28 days. So 99 rupees pack, I think it will be very useful to me. What do you understand from this pack? The amount is less, 99 rupees only, but what is the benefit that you are getting from this pack? Just leave about the GPRS. Is there any other benefit in this pack? What is the benefit that you get by purchasing this pack? For 1 GB 28 days, okay. Apart from the GPRS, is there any other benefit? There is a limited or unlimited? There is an unlimited. There is an unlimited calls and SMS packs. So I felt that there are more benefits in this because there is an unlimited. I felt that there are more features in this pack, 99 rupees pack, because unlimited SMS, unlimited calls. So 1 GB for 28 days. I'm happy with this pack. So other respondent has choose 179 pack. So we can save money in this pack through this pack 179. Why? How you can save the money? I'm just getting unlimited calls, unlimited SMS. And that mobile data validity is also for 28 days. So monthly, we have to spend around 250 to 300 rupees to get an unlimited talk time SMS. But now we are getting here 179 rupees only, so that it will be very useful for us, right? And the other respondent has choose the 93 rupees pack. Because per day you will be using a mobile for 10 rupees. It's keep your budget. Maybe 10 rupees you may call, you may SMS. So when comparing to this, the 10 days validity period, this 93 rupees. So what about the next days? So again we'll go for the other 10 days validity period. We'll go for the other recharge. But as per me, I just like this 93 rupees pack. Because for 28 days 1 GB pack will be very less for me because it is not sufficient for me. So that is the reason I have gone for the 93 rupees pack. So 1 GB for 20 days is not sufficient for me, but here 1 GB for 10 days will be very sufficient for me. So that is the reason I have choose this 10 days validity period pack, 93 rupees pack. It will be more than enough for me. So other respondent says that 179 rupees pack. Unlimited calls, unlimited SMS, and 1 GB. It will be very sufficient for me because only I'll be using only WhatsApp application. So then it will be very enough for me. 179 rupees. So because unlimited calls, right? So for whole 30 days period I can use this talk time offer. So what's the main attractive thing in this calls? Unlimited calls is the main attractive point in this. Which benefit in all this? Which benefit is internet calls or SMS or roaming, whatever? Unlimited calling is the most attractive point for most of the respondents is attracting. So what about you? The other respondent says that 448 rupees pack. Already, because in the earlier we used to have 399 rupees pack. So we used to get beneficial for 3 months. For 399 rupees pack, it used to be very benefit for us. But now in this 448 rupees, now we are getting an unlimited calling, unlimited SMS. So in this whole pack, mostly unlimited calling has attracted me. So before you told it in the earlier when I asked, you won't use most of the application, then why you have choose the 448 rupees pack, 1 GB per day? But okay, I just agreed that, but mostly I will not use internet services, but the mostly unlimited talk time offer attracted me. So then you have the 179 rupees pack also, right? You can go for that unlimited talk time offer also, because if 179 means it will be for only for every month I have to go for the recharge for 30 days. But this 448 rupees I'm just getting for the 70 days. So the data is also more. So it was around more than 3 months, 70 days period. So that is the reason I have chosen 448 rupees pack. In the earlier, I used to get 399 rupees pack for 84 days. So does you feel it is? Does you feel that it is better than the 399 rupees pack? This 448? No, I feel like both are similar. The 399 and the 448. I feel both are similar packs. Maybe now I'm just going for the 250 rupees recharge. If any data has been left, it is going to add in the next month also. But in this kind of bundle pack, the data, the remaining data will not get added. That is one of the disadvantage feature which I don't like in this kind of bundle pack. But most of the respondents has choose the unlimited talk time offer. That is the most feature that they have liked in these packs. If I'm just asking you to name this plan, just normally you just keep one name. How do you going to name this plan? I'm just not asking about the particular company or brand. I'm just asking that you have to name this plan. What is the name that you're just going? Like there will be Amulya plan or different plans, right? So what would be the name for this plan? Any name that you have any idea? Combo pack. One of the respondents says the combo pack. Why you have told combo pack? We are getting all the SMS pack, unlimited calling back, but only the GB is less, like 1 GB for 28 days. So I'm just getting a GPRS offer, SMS offer, calling offer. So I just named it as a combo offer, combo pack. So what about the other respondents? Do you have any? The other respondent choose the sufficient plan. Named as a sufficient plan. Why you have named it as a sufficient plan? Because the 10 days validity period, the 93 rupees, it is sufficient to me. So that is the reason I just chose the sufficient plan. Because the 10 days 1 GB is also very reasonable to me. Because the 10 days 28 days or 30 days 1 GB is not sufficient for me, but for 10 days 1 GB is sufficient for me. So that is the reason I just named it as sufficient pack. So there are different kind of companies, right? So which company is going to get this kind of plan? Airtel. We feel Airtel. One of the respondents says that already we got these kind of packs or messages. We got messages for our mobile. We got a 448 rupees pack offer. We got a message already to our mobiles. And 349 rupees also. We got already a message to our mobiles related to these packs. Okay. You got a message from Airtel for about 349 rupees pack and 448 rupees pack. So just apart from that, which company can launch this kind of? Maybe Jio. Jio also may have a chance to launch these kind of packs. Yes, almost, because Jio also will launch these kind of bundle packs only mostly. So that is Jio also. Airtel signal is good, but when comparing to the Jio, the offers are less, because the Jio will be giving more benefits than Airtel. But the only thing is, Airtel is a good network service provider. That is the main reason, but Jio is providing a good offers. Better than Airtel. So in this combination, what would be the Jio? 460. In Jio there is a 460 rupees plan. In that 460 they will be giving same unlimited calling, unlimited SMS pack, unlimited GPRS, 1 GB per day. Validity same for 70 days. Already we have a plan of Jio of 460 rupees. But because Airtel will give a premium standards. Airtel will give a premium standards. Airtel will give a good network service, good signal. When comparing to the Jio, Jio also providing same offers, but signal is very less. So after seeing all these packs, would you like to shift to Jio? No, because network is so important to us. So how can we move? Whether we are getting a benefit also, when you don't have a proper signal in your network, then how can you use the benefits which you got? It is a waste of thing, right? So obviously the network is so important to us. So obviously we don't migrate to Jio. I'll stick to the Airtel itself. From starting I'm just using Airtel connection before using Android mobiles only in the basic handset. So how can I shift to the other network?
ABC, avail user of bundle offer.
So Airtel they'll be directing the amount for unnecessary services. We don't know, we won't active from our end, but still the amount will get deducted from our account. But the Airtel is not like that. They'll be maintaining some premium standards.
You have to finish.
And there is also the Jio disadvantages, like only it can be used only in the 4G handsets. Each and everyone will not hold the 4G handsets, right? So there is also one of the disadvantage point in the Jio. See, suddenly I'm just using normally a basic handset. If suddenly I want, because of the Jio, if suddenly I want to go and purchase the 4G mobile, I can't go, right?
So, international airport.
Yes.
But the Airtel can be used in any kind of mobile, but the Jio suits only for the 4G mobile, 4G handset. So that is the main disadvantage in the Jio. So this is the plan till now we have discussed.
Why don't you just sit here for 5 minutes? If he calls me, then you can grab them.
Okay.
You're locally from yours only?
No.
Because I saw you at so many places where I don't even realize that from where exactly are you.
I'm from Hyderabad. Even Coimbatore also. I think we met in Coimbatore, no?
We met.
Yes.
It's only, these packs are available only in the 4G. Then will you show interest? For me. So what about the other respondents? So the two of the respondents are interested to. The other respondents also is using 4G. So all the respondents are using the 4G handset. So obviously it will be very useful, easy to us to access. If this plan is going to be a 4G.
When will we start the third event?
And then half an hour. I think schedule is 5 o'clock, but we are trying to get them early because of some students have been instead 18 to 21.
Jio,
Yeah, smartphone users. ऐसा कोई नहीं है जी 150 there will be the talk there A to B1
कौन सा है ये पहले वाला
this is third one this is third
250 minutes limited calling.
ठीक है
Just for time being, forget all the earlier plans. Just only we'll talk about these plans which I have given now. Don't compare with the earlier plans. Just only.
No, we can compare.
For 95 rupees
That was
pack.
for unlimited and this is for limited.
No, but what if both exist? Then how will they plan their life?
In 95 rupees pack, 250 minutes and 250 minutes per month and 400 MB.
How can they like?
See, 250 minutes it's enough for that because we'll talk very less in a mobile, right? So we'll just talk only for 1 to 2 minutes for our friends also, only for the normal basic communication. So 250 minutes is enough for me. So one of the respondent has liked the 95 rupees pack. And the other respondent also has been choose the 95 rupees pack. How currently you are using the 250 to 300 rupees budget, right, for your prepaid connection. So how this 95 rupees pack will be sufficient for you? So I'll just recharge for 2 minutes, 2 times. 2 times means it's a 500 minutes. So then again you'll go for the recharge. If once 250 minutes got completed, will you again go for the recharge? Yes. So are you comfortable for going for the 2 times recharge? Yes, I'm okay with that. So just whether it works out or it doesn't works out on you, just let me know only that. Most of the people has been choosing 95 rupees pack. Only 250 minutes is more than enough for us to talk. But if the other respondent says that in this 95 rupees pack 250 minutes and this is not sufficient for me and the 400 MB also is not sufficient for me. There is no roaming also, roaming facility also. There is no unlimited roaming in this. I don't want to choose this 95 rupees pack because again we have to choose roaming separately. So that is the reason not interested in this 95 rupees pack. What? 250 minutes is very less. At least it should have 1 GB, right? But 400 MB, how can it be sufficient to us? Not sufficient net balance, not sufficient talk time, not sufficient talk time, not sufficient net balance, no roaming. So what about you? 400 MB, the other respondent also says the same reason, 400 MB is very less. What will you do if you have more data? What will you use? We'll be using 500 MB is not sufficient to us. So most of the respondents dislike the 95 rupees pack because 250 minutes is not sufficient and 400 MB is also not sufficient. These two are the main features for making the disadvantage of the 95 rupees pack. Now you are using the packs what is the current pack that you are using? 250 to 300. We will be going for the recharge 250 to 300 rupees. But in this 95 rupees pack, if 250 minutes got completed, suddenly the call will get disconnected. So again we have to go for the other recharge. So no, no single respondent has liked the 95 rupees pack. No one. Okay, if separately you want to go for the recharge, I mean separate SMS pack, separate talk time offers, separate GPRS. What is the disadvantage of going for the separate packs? As we told in the earlier, no sudden recharge available. Maybe, yes, let me know. No sudden recharge availability. So next, just tell me, is there any other disadvantages of getting a separate pack? So normally we'll select. What are the challenges that you face while going for the separate packs recharge? While going to the shop? So the problems that we are facing, like we have to go for the net balance separate and tariff plan separate, and again the talk time balance separate. We have to spend on every separate recharge. But in this kind of monthly packs, we will not have that kind of problem, because when you're going for example 349 rupees pack, you will get the GPRS offer, talk time offer, and you'll get a SMS offer also. And mostly we will not be aware of the offers available. When we are the main problem is that we are facing. The main problem that we are facing while going for the separate recharges is, like, we don't know what are the offers are available, because we don't know what would be the exact talk time offer, what would be the exact better SMS offer, or else better net pack. We are not aware of that. That is the main advantage. But in this bundle pack, it's not like that. We will know, okay, this much of MB is free.
Thank you. You need anything? Shall I ask?
No. I'm fine. Thank you.
Again, with these separate packs is like, if we have any problem, that again we have to call to the customer care. Again we have to change the plan, or again we have to contact the customer care people. Okay, if you go for the easy recharge in the shop, will you know about all the offers? Yes, there will be a chart. Yes, there will be no problem if we recharge through shop, because there will be chart available in the shop. So we will be having a clear picture what to recharge and how to recharge and how much we have to recharge. But the thing is, like, in each and every store the posters will not be available. The posters will get available only in some kind of shops. Like, if it's a recharge outlet, so they will be doing recharge, but the chart will be not available. So at that kind of think in this way, how you will get to know about your necessity of your usage. If you want to take any prepaid plan, how you will come to know about your necessity, about what plan that you have to going to activate. It would be easy, less money. So what should be your target? We'll see the more calling plan, like, and again we'll be seeing the net pack. So what would be a sufficient net pack? We'll be choosing the 10 days pack, 38 pack, we'll be seeing morely talk time pack and net pack. have any other plans to go. Only our main thing is like, GPRS pack and talk time pack. We are interested only about the talk time offer and GPRS offer.
Any other things that you want?
No, but so एक चीज मैं sorry missed it कि are they single SIM or they have multi SIM also?
They have multi SIM. Airtel दोनों Airtel use कर रहे हैं.
All of them?
Not all of them. There are two of them like that. Airtel Idea, Airtel Vodafone है. So the significant trigger is that the network is a big plus point for Airtel. So they cannot shift to any other service provider. They are able to see that the plans are matching that.
I understand. So I think network is superior. But one thing, what I understood is most of them liked 170 and 199 because they have more calling use case, not GB.
Correct.
But currently they are spending around 300 rupees every month, right?
Correct.
So don't they see relevance of that 349?
They are seeing the value for money here. So see what they are doing.
Or say 448 for 70 days in one go. So if you say, if you talk about 70 days, it's like more than almost like if you continue with your current expenses, it will be around 700 rupees if you don't do any bundle. But right now I'm saying pay me 450 rupees, I'll give you 70 days. So see, एक बार just touch upon that कि longer rating. Raghu, don't do calculation for that. Just tell us what is your 70.
So there is a 70 days validity pack, right? 448 rupees pack. So what is your opinion on that? 70 days validity, 448 rupees in the earlier as we discussed. It's a 70 days period offer, unlimited calls, per day 1 GB data, 100 SMS per day, main calling, 448 70 days period offer. So what is your opinion on that? So how it will be useful for you? One of the respondents says 179 is enough for me. The people who will be using mostly mobile data, so for those kind of people this 448 will be useful and applicable, but for us 179 is very sufficient, good enough for us. Just compare, now you are keeping 250 to 300 rupees, right? So compare with that amount to this 448. So at the same time we can't spend around 450 rupees on this recharge, right? It was around almost 500. So 440, the budget is a main problem because at a time we can't keep that much cost on that. At a time 448 we can't spend. That is the problem. All of them gave the same reason. So now we are keeping 250 through 300 rupees, right? For 2 months, for 60 days, it is going to be around 500 to 600. That is spending. Here, for 70 days, you are getting 448 rupees. So which one do you feel better? 440 is better. But at the same time we can't keep that much of amount. That is the main problem. We feel that 448 is better than this pack, the current player, but at the same time we can't spend that much of huge amount on this prepaid balance. If you are keeping a 440, this unlimited pack also will just keep on using mobile, keep on chatting, keep on using all the applications.